You guys are watching it all, history unfold, just like I am, just like JP is, and he is there down in Texas here. And not to over-scrutinize, because JP makes a great point, and we talked about it as well earlier. The guy's having an unbelievable year, and so we're looking for home run number 62. But if you just look at the numbers overall, they are ridiculous. But having said that, I mean, when you take a look at Aaron Judge's recent at-bats, what are you seeing?
Well, he's been getting pitched really tough, obviously, but from the last few games between the Blue Jays and the Orioles, and he's not getting a whole lot to hit. So, like we were talking about earlier, he hasn't had to really swing the bat all that often. So when he does get those pitches in the zone, he is swinging. He's just missing by a little bit. That timing is just a little bit off. And I did want to take a look at some of the matchup today between him and Pérez, because Pérez is one of the guys that actually has had some decent success off of with Judge in the way he has pitched him. He's pitched him really tough. He gets him in that rocking chair, Fran. That's kind of what I like to call it. You show him in a little bit to get him out away, and then another at bat you show him away to get him out in. You can see here he started kind of up and in with the fastball, goes down and away, and then he starts just kind of trying to paint. Gets a call there, but paint in the outside corner with the backdoor cutter. And Pérez does a really nice job of, after that first fastball up and in, staying away, staying away, staying away. And then going to another at bat, starts him away with a changeup, down and away. Then from there, trying to go up and in, makes a perfect pitch here, doesn't get the call. But Judge is thinking about that changeup, goes back to it again, makes a perfect pitch. Judge is just, you got to tip your cap there. Thinking back away, no, he paints inside with the fastball. That's one of those at bats you just got to tip your cap to the pitcher. He makes some good pitches. And this at bat here starts him away. Away, away, away with the changeup, back, tries to go with the backdoor cutter, gets Judge leaning out over, and then you can see there, he's trying to go up and in, goes back up and in there, and if we could pause that, actually go back to that up and in pitch. Now that, keep going, that next one, there you go, right there. This pitch right here sets up that next pitch, and when we go back down and away, this is the reason why he's getting him leaning out over the plate, because he's thinking in, and he's just doing what he can there to fight off a tough pitch there. Now, Judge does a good job there and ends up working a walk here, but Pérez has been one of the guys against Judge that's actually, done pretty good against him as far as pitching him tough, because he uses all of his pitches, and he's using both sides of the plate, not only just to get him out away, but he's also using, starting him away to be able to get him out in and kind of changing it up on him, getting him in that rocking chair, back and forth.
I feel like Pérez is one of those tougher guys because he's going to mix and match so much, and he's going to keep you honest by trying to use the corners of the plate. And he doesn't have the high velocity, so the timing has to be so important for you as a catcher. Did you notice, like, when a guy's timing was a little bit off as far as what pitch it was that first at bat, and would you keep going back to that, or how would you game plan for something like that? Because obviously his timing is something he's looking for. Yeah,
I mean, that's something that you take into account too, but you also you want to make sure what's working. You want to make him make the adjustment as well. As a pitcher and a catcher, you have your game plan. If you have something that's worked against a guy, at a certain point, or a certain type of sequence, certain ways to get him out, you're gonna make him make the adjustment. But to your point, Pérez does a really good job of mixing all his pitches, using both sides of the plate. And the one thing that Martín has, two of his best pitches, the changeup and the cutter.
Okay.
That's been tough on Judge, for this entire year. Two pitches that he's struggled a little bit with. I mean, he's raking. When I say struggle, it's just like
the off-speed pitch has given him trouble this year.
A little bit of trouble, especially that changeup from the left-hander. But also too, Martín hasn't given up a homer in 40+ innings or so, and Judge hasn't hit one in a few games. So, eventually things even out.